What's going on, guys? We're back. Too generic. Rich, how you feeling?
I'm good. I'm good. Glad to be back.
Me too. So, NBA is kicking off a little early today, and I want to make sure I get my lineup set. So, we're doing a little fast break action on NBA Top Shot. So, we'll share screen. Now, this is the lineup I have set. I already wrote it down. If we change it from here, that's fine. But I just want to see what we could build and what possibilities you think and what other angles there are.
Okay.
So we have to pick 5 players to combine for 130 points. But remember, we can only use one over a 17-day stretch, one player per day. So if I use Tyrese Maxey today, I can't use him for the next couple weeks unless I have a rare or something like that. Rich, you're a little lost on Top Shot. I know you don't know too much about what's going on right
No,
now,
follow it right now. I'm following.
but when you have a common moment, you could only play him one time. So I'll show you. I will back out, and then there's 17 different game days, and they all demand a different stat, and you have to lock in players, and it's over a 17-day stretch, and then if you win 13 days out of 17, you get a rare pack, which will have a card that's worth $50 or more, essentially. It's just like a really good card. I've been winning the 9 pack. Last time it was 8 packs. Now they're trying to make it a little bit more difficult on us. So 9 wins. It gets you like a pack that has a chance to get a rare, but this one is guaranteed. And you also could get like legendary moment, which is probably worth over like 200. Even if it's a scrub, it's like 200 plus. So if you get a good player, you get a Joel Embiid legendary, it could be like, $800 or something like that. Yeah. So this fantasy thing gets pretty cool, but you have to own the cards of the players to be able to play them. Like I can't just play Jaylen Brown. I have to own one of his cards. And so now like these Top Shot collectibles are now a game piece as well. So it plugs into fantasy element, and now you could win more cards and you win more money. So it's essentially like when you buy a Jaylen Brown common moment, there's Jaylen Brown cards for $1. So you buy a Jaylen Brown common moment and you do it in the beginning of the season for $1. You could potentially be playing his over, maybe 6 times if you're using it over the span of the whole season for Top Shot, because it's about 17 game splits. So 17 times, like 5, like you could really only fit so many in a season. Right. So, but still, $1 gets you 6 plays at a Jaylen Brown over, technically, with anything, with points. If they ever ask for steals, blocks, assists, whatever you think he's going to hit over on, you get 6 plays for $1, which is pretty cool. I think this is a new way to play fantasy because this just came out, Rich. This has just came out in the past, I want to say, month. Before, this 4 years of Top Shot has never had fantasy before the game. Sometimes they'll do it after. They'll say the top 5 performers of the night, top 5 scorers. And if you own all top 5, then you get a special pack or something like that. And it would be like, just like this kind of. But this is more predictive, which I think is more fun. Like I'd rather not be Captain Hindsight and just go like, yeah, Donovan Mitchell dropped 40 last night. I'd rather say he's going to drop 40 tonight. Watch. And be right. That's just more of the fun fan element.
But are you take different stats on this one? Like, do you take Jaylen Brown over on 3-pointers or something? Or is this strictly?
No, so right here is day 1 is pick 5 players who will combine for at least 130. So I picked Kyrie because I think he's going to go over, especially. So you need everybody to score at least like 25 points.
Right. And Luka's out.
Let's say Markkanen drops 18.
Yep.
I still think Kyrie will be my insurance that he'll score well over 25. He'll score 30. And Julius Randle will drop 27, 28 because Jalen Brunson is out. Also Donovan Mitchell. You got, I think, Strus maybe out, Garland, Mobley,
Yep.
and maybe one other. I think there's one other player on the Cavs who's out. But, he's got a lot of space and a lot of time to drop 30 that could make up for, even if JB has a night where he drops 22. Like 22 is a good night, but I need 130 collective from all five. So I'm trusting Kyrie and Julius Randle to be my insurance tonight. Donovan Mitchell's like a lock for 30 for me. And then these two are kind of up in the air. But the thing is using Julius Randle this early, there could be a game where it's like, here you go, 5 players who will combine for at least 20 fouls drawn.
Oh, that's kind of cool.
20 free throws.
Oh, so it's something different every day.
Yeah, exactly. So it keeps the market good. It's not just like point scorers, so everyone's just buying the top point scorers. There's assists, there's free throws, there's fouls drawn. So this is like even a reaching foul that doesn't get you a free throw.
Right.
Still counts to this, and it's very hard to calculate that stat. So this is going to be a tough night where maybe I'm going to have to burn James Harden. I'm going to have to burn Shea because Shea goes to the line almost 10 times a night.
Yeah.
So I know he's getting fouled a lot. If he gets 10 free throws, that's 5 fouls. And I only need 4 per player because there's 5. 5 times 4 is 20. Like, it's just kind of simple like that, but you got to make your guesses. And if you burn players, then let's say I use Shea on night 2. I don't even know if he's playing on January 16th. I'm just giving an example. But let's say Shea's here, and then now for the next 15 days, I can't use him because I only own a Shea Common. I don't own a Shea Rare. If we were to go to Top Shot real quick, can you see the new tab? Or is it all right. No. So I'm going to share this tab instead.
That's right now.
So, yeah, this is like – so Shea Gilgeous. I own this one. I own this Shea. I got 2 of them. It's a fancy little layup, but I can only play Shea once. Now, if I want a Shea Rare, the cheapest Shea Rare is $67 if I want the chance to play him twice. So you know what I'm saying? Like, it's a big jump from being able to play Shea once to Shea twice. So you got to use him in a smart way because you can't just waste Shea one night when you could have potentially had someone else fill that role.
Right. So are you going to fill up that roster tonight for the January 16th one?
No, you got it. They don't let you fill them out in advance, only one night in advance. So when this is locked in and this is over, then you could start filling out night 2. But there's people who have mapped this out and done the research and kind of have had the best players for each night.
Right.
Like I know somebody like that's really in the Top Shot, did an Excel spreadsheet for each day, and Jokic is best on day 8 and things like that. So right now I'm trying to plan it out, and I don't want to use all my guys early because the only person I own a rare of is Jaylen Brown here.
And so you could use him twice.
So I could use Jaylen Brown twice, but I lose Randall. Like, Randall is such a good piece because he gets rebounds and assists. If there's ever a weird night where you have to get rebounds and assists, he gets 8 rebounds, 4 or 5 assists, and which is it's good. He fills in both stats, and you want guys like that. And then same with like Markkanen, rebounds and 3-pointers or something weird.
Right.
Dropping Kyrie tonight, I think I'm fine with it. The one thing he really does well is free throws. So I'm losing him on a free throw night. But other than that, he's meant for scoring. I'm good to burn him today. Donovan Mitchell would be nice to save maybe for another scoring night. So pick 5 players who will combine for at least 25 3-pointers made to earn your win today. See, so this is a night where you want to make sure you got like a Donovan Mitchell, a Luka Doncic, Steph Curry, things like that. So you want to burn a Curry like this night is fine. Right. You don't want to use them on a different night. Like free throws made, you could use Curry, but it's more consistent to use him on
I'd rather
your night. But if you have a rare moment of Curry and you could play 2. Oh, share this tab. I'm sorry. I got to remember to click that switch tab that flips over because I've been on this page. So this night is saying pick 5 players who combine for 25 free throws. So.
Combined for 25 free throws made? Or just attempt?
Yeah, it's free throws made.
Free throws made, okay.
So 5 made free throws each. That's tough.
Trae Young. Throwing Trae Young if you have a Trae Young card.
Right, a Trae Young would be great. Shea, another thing. Another night where Shea would be extra clutch. That's why I'm not using him tonight.
Dame,
Giannis. And this is also so if you get the perfect lineup, like the highest, whatever, like let's say it says pick 5 players who combine for 9 blocks and 7 steals. So like this is like a good Jaren Jackson night, or if you have like Tari Eason and he has like one of those crazy 3 block, 4 steal nights that he does sometimes or whatever. But if they add up to a bigger number and it's the biggest number, then you win the number 1 prize of the night, which is like an Alperen Şengün rookie moment.
Ooh.
Right here. Yep. So, and that goes for like, let me see. Here, so I'll share this tab. And you look up his rare. Oh, that's just his rare. But we want to see his rookie. So it's a $30 moment. So you get the win. You potentially get closer to winning a pack, and you also win this. But every night is a slightly different thing. Like J-Dub's rookie debut, which is probably about like $40-$50. Paolo's goes for like $150 this night if you finish first. Jaime Jaquez is probably like $30. Chet's going for like $200.
Wow.
And then opening night was a Wemby, which is like $300.
And what are you competing for tonight?
Yeah, see, this is day 1. We're competing for Wemby, a Wemby debut.
Oh, shoot.
Yep, so if this finishes first, fingers crossed. So, like, if I have, Donovan Mitchell scores 60, whatever, JB got a 40-point night, everybody goes off, I finish first. If there's a tie and somebody else picked this exact same lineup, it goes down to the collective serial numbers. Who has the lowest serial numbers on the card? So that's the tiebreaker, I believe. So then it adds this like element where you want to collect low serial numbers now, on star players, because if I have a Jaylen Brown and it's a serial number 30,000, the guy with the Jaylen Brown jersey number with number 7 it's a better card.
He's gonna win.
Yeah, it'll make you win tiebreakers.
But how many?
You got to play it. You got to play it on the right night for it to be good anyway. So it's not a win all guaranteed. Buy it and you win the game. It's like JB's got to go off too. You can't just play it on some random night.
Right. And how many people do you compete against?
I'd say at least like 2,000 people.
Okay.
Maybe like 1,000, at least over 1,000, because Top Shot's relatively popular. Not as popular as it once was, is because they stopped leaning on the fantasy element because they were like, we're a collectible, blah, 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 the sanctity. And then they kind of woke up, got hip to it, and they're like, all right, we got to do something with fantasy basketball. It's digital. That was the whole pitch. The whole pitch was they're like Tops and Upper Deck, but it's online and everything is more cohesive and it makes sense. And like you could complete a set and then the set, like, you get a little indicator that says you completed this set, like instead of just having the cards, but you have something to show.
But fantasy makes watching the game much more interesting to me too.
Right. Fantasy, betting, everything kind of adds an extra element.
Right.
Yeah.
That's a good line.
What's up?
That's a good line, though.
You think this is a good lineup?
I think so. And they all play today?
Yeah, they all play today.
Okay. Yeah, that's pretty good.
Man, Lauri Markkanen was killing the Lakers the other night. Was it last night?
Yeah, they played him last night.
Last night, yeah. Killing them. Austin Reeves was cooking up. Bro, you should have seen some of the moves he was hitting people with. He crossed Keontae George up so bad. He had him in hell. He crossed him one way, made him flip his hips one way, and just kept crossing back over. Keontae's like losing a step with each time, and to the point where he just gets past him on like the fourth cross.
Yeah, Reeves got the bag. He be flopping too much, but he got the bag.
Yeah. He was doing some shit. He was pulling up from mid-range, snapping his wrist and like running back. Like he knew it was in. Everyone kind of stood around like waiting for the rebound, but he knew it was in. And I was like, okay, he's locked in. Maybe it was that Utah air that got Austin Reeves just all hyped up.
Right.
The Utah, they were giving him some extra love. Like, yeah, come play with Lauri. We love you in Utah.
Man. That's crazy. And so for Tuesday you have it's fouls drawn.
Oh yeah, let me go back to this. Oh, here we go with my cat knocking stuff over.
But it's
so yeah, pick 5 players who will combine for at least 20 fouls drawn. So I could pull up. Let me see NBA schedule.
Yeah, it's only 3 games, but Shea is playing that night.
See, so that's why like I have to wait. You said only 3 games
on Tuesday.
Oh yeah, that's Tuesday. That's not for Monday.
Yeah, we're talking about Tuesday night, right?
You have no games, no fantasy element for Monday.
Go back. That says January 15th. Today's January 14th.
Yeah, today's January 14th, but this locks in for tomorrow.
I guess, yeah. There's a bunch of games on.
It does lock in for tomorrow. This isn't for today's games.
Yeah, I was going to say.
That's weird.
I didn't think the Celtics played today.
Dang, Top Shot locked this a whole day early? You got to set your lineup?
I guess so.
That is funny. But yeah, combine for 20 fouls drawn. So if we're looking at that, Embiid might be out, so I don't have that.
You could have Maxey though.
Maxey, and then I don't have a rare Maxey. I only got a common Maxey, so that's my one play.
Right.
Hold on. Hawk's calling me on Discord. I gotta quit Discord so he doesn't call me. All right.
But if Embiid's not playing, then I guess that would be the night to use Maxey.
Mm-hmm.
And then they're playing the Nuggets, so maybe you throw in Jokic.
Nah, Jokic has got to be on another night. Let me see what nights they play.
You really have to think about it too.
Like January 19th. What's January 19th? Right here. 5 players who combined for 50 rebounds and 25 assists. Jokic plays the Celtics that night. And like Jokic might get 15 rebounds and 13 assists. Like he might do half of the stats by himself.
Right.
And at the same time, everyone's playing Jokic this night if they have him.
Right.
I mean, you could play him another night, but this is also like the night where if you want to win this, you have to play Jokic because everyone's going to play Jokic. Like it's like a chalk. Like you just go even with people, but then you have to pick the rest unique.
Yeah. Okay. And Luka Doncic plays that Friday night.
Yeah, Luka's a good play for this too because he still grabs boards as a guard.
LaMelo plays that night too.
Ooh, LaMelo plays. Let's go. Can't wait to see LaMelo back. And look at this one. See, look at this is the trap game. If you don't check far enough into the schedule, you could end up using Joel Embiid a little early. Because look at this one. Pick 5 players who will combine for at least 35 free throws attempted and 30 free throws made.
Okay, so Monday night.
Let me see, the 22nd?
Yeah.
And the 76ers play. So they like Top Shot kind of made this. It makes sense. You know what I'm saying? They're not throwing random stats on random nights. They're finding certain nights where a lot of certain players play, and they're kind of making you play and buy the stars to fit these stat categories. It's done out well. The only thing is, if Embiid's still out and hurt or whatever, I don't know if this is going to be the matchup because Wemby, is he going to play against Wemby? He ducks all the competition.
Yeah, he just wants to play the Pistons and the Wizards.
Yeah, he just wants to beat up on fucking James Wiseman.
But he was averaging 40 in December. He played the Pistons and the Wizards 1,000 times.
Right. Yeah, so I'm gonna save Embiid for a while. I gotta save him till the 22nd. But even then, like the last couple days are so tough. Like, look at this one. Day one is 5 players who will be combined for 130.
Yeah.
This one is 150, and this is at the end when I used everyone up.
Wow. Yeah, this is rough.
Yeah, and then look at this. Who will combine for 25 assists and 5 steals.
Yikes.
The last one, 5 players who will combine for at least 50 rebounds and 10 blocks. Like that's nuts. 10 blocks?
Who's playing then? Wemby's playing.
31st?
Yeah, Wemby's playing that night. Chet Holmgren's playing that night. So those are guys that are going to get blocks. What was it? Hornets. Wizards play that night. So Daniel Gafford.
Zubac.
Night. So Rudy Gobert.
You got Bam.
Nets play that night.
Williams potentially with the Hornets.
Yeah. Nick Claxton for the Nets.
Mm-hmm.
Wow. Yeah, you really have to plan this out. It's crazy.
Yeah. So I think they built maybe the coolest fantasy game out right now, and it's pretty fun.
That's cool.
The only thing is like you just got to buy the game pieces, but they did make it so. Like, look at when I go to edit my lineup, if you don't own somebody, they're gray.
So that's cool.
Yeah, like you can't play them. And then when you go to click, there's a little injury icon. Yellow means like probable or potentially out, whatever. So, I mean, my lineup's full, but it'll say day to day.
Yeah.
And then if they're injured, like either Ja, like out for the season is just gray. So when you click Ja, it says, Grizzly Nuts undergo season-ending surgery. And then Halliburton's out for a little bit, and it says ruled out.
Yeah, he's out at least 2 weeks. So
like they keep updated with injury stuff. I love the way this is looking. Like it's mad clean. I've never seen anything kind of like it. Look at Jimmy Butler. They used his picture.
Nasty. You can't even use
Thomas. Still, look at this. Zach LaVine's got like a 4-year, $150 million contract, and he's known as just a scorer, and every team's trying to trade for him. And then this guy's just averaging more than him. And he's fighting for minutes.
And no one's talking about it.
No one's talking about him.
Vegas, something's going on. Nets are doing something.
Which RJ do you want to play? The Raptors or the Knicks RJ? Look at this glitch.
Neither.
Neither.
No. Get rid of both of those cards. Give me 2 OG Ananobis.
Yep. But yeah, so this is like kind of the interface of it. Like I don't own a Siakam. I probably should buy a Siakam card. Because you see, like I own most of these players. I don't have a Clay. I don't have a Chet yet. Chet's too expensive. Chet's like I said, a $200 card. If I switch over to here, look, you go to Chet, and then you go to, and then Wemby. Look at the prices of these cards. I own one Wemby, but like Come
Wow.
on.
I wouldn't mind having a Clay though.
A Clay would be good, but like I'm too scared to use Clay. In most of the situations, I don't need Clay.
That's what I'm saying. I wouldn't mind not having him.
Yeah, like Clay is just like whatever. And his debut card, I don't even think goes for much money. Yeah, it's $4 for his like official first card on Top Shot. They call it a Top Shot debut, and
He hasn't even been the same Clay since Top Shot came out.
he hasn't. So he's not really respected in that sense. And then this one, look at I've been scooping the Cam Thomas rookies. I got 650 of them now.
Oh my god.
650 Cam Thomas rookies. They're still $3. No one cares. No one wants to buy them. Keep selling them to me.
650. Oh my god.
But look at this. The one thing Fast Break did, people got to respect Cam Thomas on Fast Break. So he only has one rare. And remember what I told you. Commons get one play.
Yeah.
Rares get two.
Yep.
So look what his rare goes for. Shea's cheapest rare is $60. Cam Thomas, since he only has one,
yep,
it goes for $160.
Oof. And you have it.
And I got one of them. I bought it for $40 when it first came out, and then now the game is like making people buy it, and it's forcing the price to go up. So yeah, I've 4 times my money on it. But it's this night where he dropped 45 on the Wiz, and this is the highlight from it. The step back on Corey Kispert.
Oh my, that's so clean.
That is.
And when are you going to stop buying Cam Thomas cards when they're not worth $3?
So I guess I'll finish my little Cam Thomas spiel. I have no problem doing that. So the whole goal of this is to eventually, like, obviously sell some of them for a higher value. But what I've done over the past like 2 years of buying Cam Thomas rookie cards is I keep buying the cheapest ones available, right? So as long as I just keep buying these $3 ones, eventually I'll have like 1,000 of them, right? If I bought them all for like $4 to $3, that's like 3,000 to 4,000 I put into it, which is a lot. But I keep flipping cards. I win cards from these challenges and stuff. Sell it, and I just keep buying Cam Thomas's, but I don't buy them all because if you look here, I could like, $3, $3. So then this is $12 right here, just for 4 of them. And then for like, I could buy another couple at $4. And then eventually there's no more listed at those prices. And it's like at $7 and $8. But eventually people will stop being able to list it because there's going to be no more people just selling them for $3, $4. They're going to run out.
Right.
And it's going to get to a point where, they're going for like 15 each. And it just like, then, and if you do the math in your head, if now they're going for 15 because I have most of the supply that people wanted to sell, and then now people want to get Cam Thomas rookie cards when he signs a big contract in the next 1 or 2 years, maybe he gets an all-star nod, whatever, then this card goes to like $15 and I got 1,000 of them. So now I got $15,000 in value of these cards.
Oof.
So like, it's like a stock. You don't just buy one stock, you buy a big lot of it. And hopefully you usually buy a stock all at the same price. Sometimes you dollar cost average, or when it goes down a little bit, maybe you buy a little extra, whatever you want to do. But that's besides the point. But I'm kind of treating it like a stock.
Yeah, you just got to be.
And that's kind of how Top Shot was pitched, as the stock market of the NBA. And if you really want to think about it like this, if you take a look at this, you go to rookies. He's only got one card. Now watch this. If I go to Jalen Suggs rookies,
nasty.
He's got 7 rookie cards. This one's out of 99. This one's out of 450, 730, 4,000 almost, 2,000, 6,000, 16,000. So you look at like Scotty Barnes, his rookie cards. He's got 5 rookie cards. Edwards.
He's got a lot, probably.
6 rookie cards. I got this one, the best one. That's going to be on his highlight reel forever. When he gives his Hall of Fame speech, they're going to be playing that highlight reel behind him. Like this is like my favorite Anthony Edwards moment ever, so I'm really happy to own that. I hold it. I ain't going to sell that shit. But still, like, you see what I'm saying? There's 6 rookie cards here. LaMelo, 6 rookie cards. Even like, what's Kuminga got? Kuminga, 4 rookie cards. Jonathan Kuminga has 4 rookie cards. You know, name another rookie, recent player. Like, look at this. Sadiq Bey, 4 rookie cards.
Jalen Williams.
All right. Let me see. Jalen Williams, 6 rookie cards.
No respect.
Some of them are very rare. It's like it's out of 25, it's out of 10, and out of 75. So like they're very like scarce. But then he's also got one out of 200, 115, and then this is the big one, is the $4,000 serial one for $30. That's his cheapest rookie. But still, like 6 different rookie cards. And let me just wrap it up with, you go back to Cam Thomas, he only had 1 rookie card. So when they made it, they didn't make his Knicks moment where he hits the 3 on Quentin Grimes and everything else. They didn't make him a second rookie card. They gave him this game winner, which is also pretty cool that he hit 2 game winners his rookie year, which is big time, I think. Yeah. He hit this game winner right over Pirtle and the man to not be named, Josh Primo. But like he hits this game winner, but they never made a moment for the Knicks one, or just any other moment that it could have been, because it's not like anyone else had a cooler moment than shutting down the Garden and bringing the team back from down 20 and all that stuff as a rookie. But they didn't make him that moment, so he only has 1. So essentially, there is no better rookie card than this. This is the best rookie card he has. It's the worst rookie card he has. It's the only. So no matter what, there's no like, oh, I could buy the legendary that's only out of whatever. No, if you want to have a Cam Thomas rookie card, it's this card. There's no other options.
Right.
So it's pigeonholed. You know what I'm saying? Like it's very limited. At some point, there's going to be people who aren't good. Like I'm not selling a Cam Thomas rookie for $3. It's going to get to that point. And when it gets to that point, it's not just going to be that it's going to go for $6. It's going to go much more because he's going to be, you know, a better player. And that's what I'm banking on. The same thing I probably would have did with Giannis. I would have did this. I don't know if I would have did this as hard with Jokic. There's other players maybe I would have did it with. But somebody that was like, oh, I'm buying 10,000, or I'm buying 1,000 Jokic's. And his cards were probably worth nothing in the beginning.
Right.
Same premise.
But
Same premise here.
Giannis even more so.
Right, Giannis even more so. He would have been super cheap. I think Jokic's rookie cards would have been even cheaper.
Yeah, you could have bought a house with Giannis cards.
Right, you could have bought a house. So yeah, I'm gonna make sure this lineup is submitted because I know the timer's running down on it.
So that's 125 points on Monday.
Yep, 125 points on Monday. Oops. Yep. So I'm going to scroll up, X out, and it's officially locked in, and there's 13 minutes left, but I'm leaving it. This is what it is. Jaylen Brown, Lauri Markkanen, Donovan Mitchell, Kyrie Irving, Julius Randle. Yeah, I like it. I think I'm going to play it like this. I think this is the best way. I would love not to use Julius Randle or Donovan Mitchell tonight, but it is what it is. Should I check that 150 night? Who's playing?
Yeah, let me go to it.
Yeah, there's 10 minutes, so like I'll do it. Why not? NBA schedule, and then it's on
What day is it? The 31st?
January 29th.
Oh, 29th.
The Cavs play the Clippers, and the Knicks play the Hornets. So like I'm losing some nights where I could potentially use them.
Because you would think the Knicks are going to score a lot of points against the Hornets.
Right. And I think Julius Randle would have a field day with them, but I don't know. Giannis against the Nuggets. So then you also get Dame there. A lot of teams play. I'll say that much. A lot of teams play.
That's a good schedule.
And the Kings play that night, so I know I'm playing Fox. Fox is a lock. I still have another Jaylen Brown after today. I haven't used Tatum. I haven't used Zion or Brandon Ingram or McCollum. So I got guys. Still got Anthony Edwards, 2 plays because I got a rare moment of Anthony Edwards.
Mm.
So that's good. I got Ant for this night too, just in case. Obviously, LeBron and AD. I got a rare LeBron and a rare AD. So I got 2 plays with them too. Nets, I got 2 Cam Thomases, and I got 1 Mikal Bridges, a common. So if I want, I could play Mikal or Cam Thomas that night. Or Dinwiddie. I mean, Dinwiddie's like a random, but some of those nights where they ask for like assists, I'll throw Dinwiddie in because Dinwiddie's good for at least like 6.
That's your man's.
I know, right? Freaking hate Dinwiddie. Din Shitty, as Kuzma calls him. Yeah, it would be a good night to have. Fuck, man. So this has got me doubting it because my lineup would be good on that night too. My lineup would be better on the 150 night than tonight.
Yeah. So we got to see what you got for Monday night.
But Brunson, I could play instead of Randall on the other night, right?
Yeah, hopefully
Against the Hornets, I could play Brunson instead, but will he play because he's had this little leg injury? But that's in like 2 weeks, maybe.
Yeah. Anything could happen in 2 weeks.
Yeah, Bane's still out, so I could have Bane back by the time the Grizzlies are playing that night. So, yeah, I'll have Bane back, no Ja.
And I think he's just day-to-day anyway.
Good. Dang. Could I play DeRozan tonight instead of Kyrie?
Monday night, you mean?
Well, yeah, Monday night.
So he plays – they play the Cavaliers. Isn't the Cavs defense usually pretty good, but they have Mobley out?
They have Mobley out.
Garland out.
And it's, I mean, DeRozan gets his buckets in this inside the 3, but not like just layups.
Yeah, and then you could have one of those nights where he gets a bunch of free throws.
Right, he's a free throw guy. And he's like good for assists too.
And rebound. I mean, he does it all.
He's a complete player. Damn, man. I don't want to use Maxey tonight.
No?
Maxey's good for 3s and stuff too.
He plays Rockets.
And then that 29 night, I think the 76ers play the Trailblazers. Maxey will be really good then.
Oh, he'll be cooking, Scoop.
He'll be cooking. The Trailblazers guards are terrible. Like, they can't guard him.
Anybody
Imagine Anthony Simons trying to guard Maxey. Like, it's a joke.
It's going to be Embiid against Ayton.
Embiid against Ayton, like, I'll play them both that night. If I could, because I only have a common of each. So I only got 1 play of each. If I could play them both that night, I would, if I still have them by then.
But what if it's Embiid versus Duop Reith?
Right, Embiid versus Duop Reith. He's going to get 50.
He'll have 50 in the third quarter.
He will. So, yeah, I think this is the play. I already said it. I got to save Shea. I got to save Curry for the other night. Tatum, I guess I'll save Tatum. I have a comment of him. This could be a good night to play Tatum, but I have 2 Jaylen Browns. I might as well use the Jaylen Brown today, and then I could use the Tatum another time.
You could save Tatum for free throws.
Tatum's good, right? Tatum's good for the free throw nights too,
and he's a good rebounder.
Yeah. Oh yeah, of course. He's got threes, rebounds, free throws mainly. That's like his 3 strong suits in this game mode. Like Zion could have a big night because Ingram's out.
You never know with Zion though. He's so up and down.
I know. But I'm thinking, man. I'm thinking about taking Randall out for Zion.
And Ingram's out?
Ingram's out most likely. Let me see.
Because they all 3 of them missed the game last, or all the 3 stars, McCollum, Ingram, and Zion missed the game last night.
He's been ruled out for Saturday's game.
And Zion didn't play last night because they said rest. So,
but Ingram's out because of an Achilles. Zion's out for rest.
Yeah.
So, like, there is a slight difference there. One is a true injury that it's like they're rehabbing. Well, is it Kyrie? Or do I bench JB? I can't bench JB. This is tough stuff.
They're the Raptors.
Shenmun's been going off. Yeah. All right. That's it. I'm keeping it the lineup I originally set. Got good reasons for everything. I wish I could leave Mitchell out and put Zion, but I don't know if that's the play.
Yeah, just stick with what you have.
I really think I should go Zion. Man.
But you could go with Mitchell now with all those players out for Cleveland. That's why you could go with them now and then wait on. Because Ingram could be back.
But then, like, if Ingram's back, then I have Zion and Ingram. Then I'm like, who do I play? Who's going to go off that night? I feel like with Ingram out, I know for sure Zion's going to get more touches.
True.
So, like, that's where I'm at right now, where I'm like.
Well, we don't know that. We know
but
that.
I only got a common Mitchell. This is my only Mitchell.
Oh, yeah, that's true.
And I got 2 Zions, but I don't want to lose night 1 either. Like, losing night 1, like, think about this. Let's say Zion doesn't play Monday, right? Hear me out.
Yeah.
He doesn't play Monday. So then I get a 0 because I locked him in. And then Randall doesn't go off or whatever. And now I wasted all 5 of these guys. But I know Mitchell will play.
Right.
But I want Mitchell on other nights. Pause. But I just don't know.
Yeah, this is tough. The only thing with Mitchell is that we know all those people are going to be out, but then you could use him for other nights.
Right.
Yeah, I don't know. This is tough.
And is it insensitive to play Lauri Markkanen on Martin Luther King Day?
You might get canceled on it. Yeah, that's another. Maybe we're looking at the wrong guy to replace. Maybe Maybe it should be Markkanen.
Maybe take out Markkanen for Zion.
Yep. You got to do it for MLK.
You got to do it for MLK.
If Zion's out, then he's out. If they rest him again, they rest him again, I guess.
And he deserves his rest.
He does. He doesn't get enough of it. He hasn't gotten enough of it in 4 seasons. He deserves another night off.
He does. He should go spend some time with that lovely woman from Twitter.
Yes.
She misses him. And
she does.
For 2 months.
Very much so. As we have seen in the many videos and posts. All right, now we got it. Now
this is it.
Now it's official.
Wait, what if Hero's playing? What does he qualify? Nah, he's hurt. Weak. I really just don't want to use Donovan Mitchell, bro. I really don't.
Let's see who else plays on that night.
Could I do Bam? Who does the Heat play?
All right, let me check. I'm checking. The Heat play the Nets.
Oh, Bam should eat.
Play the Nets in Brooklyn.
I'm doing it.
He's going to cook Claxton?
Cook him. This is what I'm going with. Last second. I can't use Mitchell. It's too early. I'm already losing Randall. I almost think I should lose Mitchell before Randall, though. Because now Randall doesn't even have to fight with RJ or IQ. And Brunson's out.
Right.
That's just my guarantee. Randall's my guarantee today.
Okay.
He's the one. Isn't that sad that I trust Julius Randle more than this whole lineup?
Yeah, you're in a bad spot if you trust him the most. But Brunson.
Bam's good for 20.
Brunson's definitely going to be out tomorrow.
He is. So it's like, I got to do it.
Where does it say that, though?
What do you mean, where does it say it?
That Brunson's out.
The calf. He's been dealing with the calf thing.
Oh, I just know he didn't play last night, but it doesn't list him as out on Monday. I don't know.
Oh. Will not play Saturday's game. And that's pretty much it.
And they play an early game on Monday, too. They play at 3 tomorrow.
Okay.
So it gives them less time.
Right, gives them less time to get better. That makes sense. So maybe, just maybe, this will be good, and Brunson won't play, and Randall will get 30.
That's what we're hoping, unless Anunoby goes off.
It's locking. 3 seconds, 2, 1.
Locked.
It restarted?
Nope. Not locked anymore.
Not locked. Interesting. We were sitting here stressing over the...
For no reason. We were rushing to hit this 1 o'clock deadline for no reason.
For no reason. This thing just reset on us.
For 49 minutes is what we've been doing.
All right. So we're done with that now. The lineup's set, and I thought there was an actual deadline, but this is what it is. So what else do we got? So we want to talk awards. Where are you at with the MVP? That's the main one. That's the one that matters.
I think I picked Tatum, right? I picked Tatum preseason.
Yes.
I think I picked Tatum preseason. Right now it's probably Shea for me. I probably take Shea right now. They're tied for the best record in the Western Conference with the Timberwolves. Just his efficiency too, and what he's able to do on the defensive end. I mean, I think he's probably top 3 in total points, and I think he leads the NBA in total steals. He's up there for all the efficiency stats, whether it's PER or value over replacement player or win shares. I
love a good VORP.
Yep, the VORP. He's up there with the VORP, I tell you. Look up these advanced stats.
Even his block rate as a guard, it's
Yeah.
elite. He's probably one of the best shot blocking guards in the league. You have White, Drew Holiday, which ironically are on the same team, and then you got Shea.
Yeah, so Shea is second the ORP, only behind Nikola Jokic.
Makes sense.
And Jokic could certainly be in the running too. He's having another one of those seasons. And then Joel Embiid was, because he was playing all those teams in December. Now he's not playing, and he might not even qualify for enough games.
Mm-hmm. That's what I think too.
He can only miss another. I don't even know if he can miss another 10 games for the rest of the season, and then he'll be not even qualified for it.
Yeah, Luka's at 6 games missed so far.
Yeah, Luka
was my MVP pick. So 82 games, misses 6. That puts him on pace for 76. Maybe. I think he might miss a few other games in there, but I think it's the cutoff is 65.
Yeah.
So you can miss less than 16 games. That's pretty much the goal. Is miss under maybe 15 is probably like where you want to not miss anymore.
Yeah, I like this new rule.
I'm liking Luka more and more for MVP though.
The only thing is the seed. They're only 7th right now, but there's still a lot of time left in the season.
Right, and Memphis just fell out completely. Golden State, Chris Paul with the broken hand. I think that's a big issue because that was their best player this year. Their highest plus or minus lineups, 5-man lineups, all had Chris Paul.
Well, they got more issues than that too. They got to make some moves.
Yeah,
they had to make some moves even before Chris Paul got hurt.
Right, but Draymond will be coming back soon, and that could maybe help a little bit, but not too much.
Right. Those young guys have looked really good.
I don't know what they could do. I don't see any moves. There is the trade deadline coming up, and it starts tomorrow.
Oh, yeah, you said with those contracts, right?
Yep, all the contracts, like Cameron Johnson and them, they could get moved. I think, Karl Anthony Towns could get moved. There's some names.
Yep. You got to see what
happens. Names that could be moved tomorrow.
See what happens with
they have from tomorrow to February 8th. So 3 weeks. It's like it's a race now. There's going to be a couple big moves coming up in the next few days.
You had a huge one today.
Huge one.
Oh, my God.
If you want to discuss some Italian news, let these gabagools know.
If you wanted a Woj bomb, you got it. If you were waiting on this Sunday morning for a Woj bomb, you got it. That is seriously. I don't know. I mean, I guess the Wizards won that trade because they got 2 second-round picks.
Yeah.
And 2 younger guys, but
hold up. I want a real segment about this Danilo Gallinari. So what? One moment. Tell me how you really feel, Rich.
I don't know. I mean, see. The Pistons did get Gallinari, so now they're going to be a 500 team for the rest of the season. That's the thing. They'll be a 500 team because they got the Italian guy there. But this was one of the most least important trades I've seen in a long time. I guess the only reason the Wizards won this trade was for the second round picks, because you can't think of any 4 more useless players that make no impact. I mean, these are 2 bottom of the barrel teams, and they're still the same.
We'll pull it up. Keep going. I'm gonna get it going.
It's a head scratcher to me. It's really a head scratcher. I really don't understand at all why they did that. The deal unloads $12.5 million in Bagley's guaranteed money. So I guess the Pistons are saving money. But man, Yeah, that's a rough trade.
Oops. Yeah, here it is. For 2 future second-round picks, Livers and Gallo and Muscala.
Yeah, I guess I would take
That's
the
all it is just freeing up money?
I guess.
So,
but I mean the Wizards got 2 second-round picks too.
Hold up. Oh, the Wizards got 2 second-round picks. Yeah, so this is Detroit was giving away contracts to open something up.
Why is that? Why is that? In my Brian Moore's voice.
There's something going on. There really is. The more and more you think about it, it makes sense.
I mean, who would really want to go to Detroit? I guess it doesn't matter.
What I think you do is you dump Ben Simmons.
What are we doing? We're putting Cam Thomas on the Pistons?
Oh, we could do that.
It'll be his team.
It'll be his team. So then you send like Bogdanovich, and then they get another big. So you send like Wiseman.
Ugh, gross.
But now they have this trade exception. They could take in a bigger contract.
Right.
The Nets would probably have to give up like a pick or something. They would never give up Phoenix. Maybe Philly's protected futures. So the Pistons pick up a first and Cam Thomas. This could work. They get another big. They get a wing who could score and facilitate.
But then you have to take on Ben Simmons' contract.
The Pistons do, yeah.
Yeah. And Cam Thomas doesn't make any money either.
Nope. They could re-sign him. They'll have enough money by the time Ben Simmons' contract is over. You're going to have to re-sign Cam Thomas, the 2-year. Then you give him all this money and you give Ben Simmons nothing. So then you'll have Ivy, Cam Thomas, Cade Cunningham, and then that's like a good like point guard, the small forward kind of trio.
Then you got Jalen Duren. I'm high on Jalen Duren.
It's a success. I wouldn't want to get rid of Duren in this.
Definitely not.
But something like this is probably, feasible.
Right.
And I also know that the Nets really want Donovan Mitchell, and apparently Mikal Bridges is who the Nets want to build around, and maybe not even be their best player, but they want Mikal Bridges to be there when it's all said and done and like their final vision. Bridges is still there. So what I think they could do is maybe it's not Detroit, but I think Cam Thomas may be on the move. They can't just keep toying with his minutes and doing all this stuff for no reason. So it would probably be something like Cam Johnson going over here. And I don't know what else would come back. I don't know if Jared Allen would get moved, because then what do you have? You have Claxton and Jared Allen who are like the same player.
That's the worst big man. That's no offense.
Yeah, so you send Donovan Mitchell over, and maybe you could like squeak out like Karis LeVert out of it or something.
Right. He goes back.
Poro. I don't know who else, because Karis LeVert used to play for the Nets.
Yeah.
Would he want to go back to Brooklyn? Are they on good terms? Let's just say they are. Dumping Ben Simmons. And the Nets have to give up 2 picks. One is going to be the first-round pick from the Phoenix, but that's in 2025. And then it would probably be 2 picks, so it'd be like the Philly one too. Let's see if this works. Uh-oh. The biannual exception on Ty Jerome. Oh, no.
Oh, not Ty Jerome.
Oh, look, see? This is why it can't happen.
Why?
You see it, right?
I gotta zoom in.
Right here, January 15th.
Damn.
Right here.
Yeah,
Can't be traded. And this is what I'm saying. January 15th, tomorrow, is when the trade deadline opens up. Well, the trade, what'd I say? The trade start line opens up because all of the contracts are opened up and now people can get traded. So this is a possibility tomorrow. Something like this, maybe it would have to include more picks, to be honest.
right.
Because you're taking on Ben Simmons, which that already should be 1 to 2 picks. And then you're giving up Donovan Mitchell.
He's definitely worth a first-round pick.
The Cavs tax April with hard cap. Wow, so they need 10. They need some money removed from this. Let's try to make this work a little bit more realistic. Oh, so I know what has to happen. They have to give up a little bit more money. So I think, let's say it would be like Strus. I don't know if Strus would go.
Strus got a good contract too.
Yeah, I'd say it's probably Okoro would be, and then they would have to give up a Houston first, unprotected, and then probably just like a second rounder or something like that to really juice the pot. Maybe 3 firsts and a second. And I think the Nets would be decent if they got this.
For real.
And then at the same time, what does Evan Mobley really need to do? He needs to play the center. So in the meantime, you get rid of Jared Allen, sell him high, you do a different trade. You sell Jared Allen for some picks, for whatever. You have Evan Mobley when he gets back and healthy. You have him at the 5. You have Cam Johnson at the 4. He's a bad defender, but you got Evan Mobley at the 5.
Right.
To clean up everything, all the mess, if he gets blown by, whatever. You got Cam Johnson at the 4, who stretches the court, and actually now you have a shooter at the 4, because right now it's Evan Mobley at the 4, which is terrible. And so, at least offensively, it's not the best. But you have Cameron Johnson now playing the power forward position, which I think is good because now he's not guarding the 3, and that's a scary sight when he's out there guarding 3s too. He's not the best defender, as I've said. You got Cam Johnson stretching the floor. You got Cam Thomas getting set up by Garland. Garland's the point. Cam Thomas is at the 2. And then the 3, maybe Strus.
Yeah.
Maybe you find someone else to kind of fill in there.
Yeah.
But I think that's actually like a good lineup.
And for the Nets, you got a true number 1 in Mitchell.
Right, a true number 1 in Mitchell. I think Cam Thomas is close to what Mitchell is, but he's not as polished as Mitchell is right now, nor has he ever been as explosive.
And
Donovan Mitchell has elite top 0.1% athleticism compared to the rest of the world. Like, Mitchell is best of the best athlete. Cam Thomas isn't like best of the best type athlete, but he is a decent athlete. You know, NBA level, just not that type of explosion.
Right.
But anyway, I think he could fill the role of being the off guard for Garland. As long as Garland's running point, I'm super happy about that.
Right.
Then you got him as the off guard. Cam Johnson will be great in space, and I also think Garland really wants a shooter like Cam Johnson in the corner or on the wing or whatever when he kicks opposite, when he drives and kicks. So that could be a really good trade.
But it failed.
And we got – you want one for the Celtics?
Give me Tyus Jones on the Celtics.
All right, so we're going to make a move to get Stones on the Celtics. You said it had to be Pritchard.
Yeah, get Pritchard out of here.
And then also
get Cornette out of here.
And Cornette. Pritchard, Cornette, and you
what if they got Gap? What if the Celtics got?
It's got to be
a
super small cap. So.
Oh no, forget it.
Anthony Gill, and then the Celtics. They have to give like at least a pick, and I'm gonna say next year's first.
Man, with that, I'd rather have Luke Cornette. If I'm gonna get Anthony Gill, good. I'm glad it failed.
You wanted Stones. Cut $5 million.
Stones. I didn't think I'd be getting Gill in return.
Well, you had to get somebody. It
was
uneven.
Could have been anybody else.
It could have been anybody else but Gill. The one thing is about the Celtics is there's no one else to trade with like decent money.
Right.
It's literally these two.
What else do we got?
You don't want to trade Horford for Tyus Jones.
We get Johnny Davis.
They would never trade Johnny Davis in this pick. You have to just do like minimal Xavier Cooks.
All right, we'll go with him. I'll take Xavier Cooks.
And then the Celtics have to like give up something else. This is a mess. Banton.
Thank you.
Is the pick still there? Yeah, this contract's just too far off. It's $10 million off. Unless they have a trade exception that like we don't know about.
Why? Tyus Jones has a decent contract, right?
It's $14 million for 1 year. It's just nobody like makes that. It's such an awkward number to trade.
Right. Oh, so he's only a rental too.
Yeah, he's a rental.
We might have to stick with Pritchard then.
Yeah, I think you're stuck with Pritchard here.
Might have to stick with P. Rabbit. The Celtics need. I think what they need is just more size.
So what if they go and say, "Hey, let's do something that maybe not everyone's predicting."
I want a true center off the bench.
Oh, you want a true center? I was gonna say, what about you try to swing for Wiggins? No, I'm playing.
What?
Could you get Looney?
See, Looney, I wouldn't mind. Even though he's slow as hell, he's a great rebounder. Great offensive rebounder.
Looney for Cornette, and then you got to give like
second rounder.
2 picks. 2 second rounders for Looney.
God damn it.
It's a little bit too much money, but I think in real life, the Celtics can choose to just say, we'll pay over the tax.
Right.
So this is probably something that, would be really cool to happen. Don't know if it will.
But that's what the Celtics, I think that's what the Celtics need. They need some more size on the team.
Size. Who else? Who has some extra size that they could be willing to dump?
And pause. Multiple times. If we got Daniel Gafford, a high flyer like that, can block shots.
So to get Gafford, you need to trade Horford.
See, that hurts.
That's tough.
Horford's just too important to the team.
I don't know who has like a big that you could get for cheap that they wouldn't mind losing. Like, what's his name? Paul Reed's contract. Like Paul Reed for Cornette. But why would the Celtics and the 76ers trade each other's bigs?
Right.
Backup big, But maybe they do want, maybe a bigger big than Paul Reed.
But if the Celtics would trade for Looney, the Warriors don't really have a center, right?
Well, you'd be trading Cornette.
Oh, so they get Cornette. Ugh.
They get Cornette. Cornette would be more of like the backup, but they would be getting picks for next year. And then also Draymond's coming back. I don't know. Like you could sell it, but I don't know if it sells.
Yeah, if I was the Warriors, I probably wouldn't do that.
Vooch is too much.
Yeah, I was never expecting to get Vooch, even though it'd be nice.
You could make a run at Drummond over Luke Cornette.
That would be amazing. But he's actually playing really well this season.
Yeah, so I mean, a Drummond-Cornette trade could happen.
But the Celtics probably have to throw in another player and.
Oh no, it would just be like they would slap in picks. Like watch, look, you would do.
Got to throw in a pick or two.
And then same thing, do the 2 second rounders, and it's a San Antonio second rounder, so that's like 32nd pick or something.
That's a good pick, yeah.
It's like a late first rounder.
There we go.
Like this type of thing, this works.
That's what I'm looking for.
You just have to find something like that. And I mean, it's going to be kind of like an insignificant trade, the way you said, like the Danilo Gallinari trade was.
But this one, we need.
Who else would be selling? You know, like, could you get Time Lord back? No.
No, please, no. Thank you for all the years, but no. Those knees are gone.
Yeah, they are. Yeah, I just don't know, like, who essentially would be selling. Let's see, Grizzlies, they don't really have much bigs.
Yeah, that Drummond thing.
I mean, you'd be getting Tillman, you know, like that's.
And I think he's better than Cornette, but I don't know how much of an upgrade that is.
What happened to Luke Cornette being a stretch guy? Isn't that how he came into the league?
He still shoots threes, I think.
I don't know. He just feels like he's more timid to shoot, but I guess that's just his role.
Yeah.
Blazers.
Yeah,
I mean, Jeremy Grant's too expensive.
Yeah, I wouldn't want Jeremy Grant.
You got like a Moses Brown. I just don't see where that like Celtics player comes in unless you're getting rid of somebody. Do you use Drew? Do you dump Drew somehow?
No, I like Drew.
For now.
Yeah, for now, yeah. And then when the playoffs come in the Eastern Conference Finals and he just starts taking step back threes 5 seconds into the shot clock, then I'm going to want to trade him.
Yeah, you're going to be so frustrated with him soon. But
him and Tatum are going to combine for 15 turnovers one night.
But yeah, Drew Holiday is the highest paid player on the Celtics. Like that, if you really think about that, that's very tradable.
Yeah. Might have to. I don't know.
Because it's like a blessing and a curse. Would you trade? Let's say because remember Drew Holiday said that weird quote that he said, like, this is the last year he's going to play, and then he's going to retire.
I didn't even know he said that.
Like, after his last year, like, this is his last contract. Once it plays out, I've heard him say he was done.
But the Celtics need I don't trust, having Tatum and Brown with the ball in their hands that much.
Would you do something like this?
Who's that? I gotta
Zach LaVine.
No. It's too much one-on-one basketball to me. You got to have someone that's at least going to move the ball around.
He's a volume 3-point shooter. He fits what Mazzulla wants. Second row Joe loves a 3-point shooter.
We already shoot enough threes as it is.
I'm saying.
I'm fine with the team we have now. If they can just add a center, I think that would be good.
Backup center, add a big.
I really like the Celtics roster. If they can just add a center, I think they need a little bit more depth.
What if they could do something like this?
Maybe even another wing, but I mean, not a wing like Zach LaVine.
Yeah, I don't know a way they could.
Might have to just stick with the roster they have now.
What if you do a little?
If we're getting Cam Thomas, then I'm going to say yes.
Okay, good, because that's where this is headed.
I'll probably say yes. There's not going to be a whole lot of passing though.
All right, so that's $40 million.
Because JB and Cam Thomas don't pass.
All right, and then the Celtics are giving some picks for this. That's for sure. Celtics are giving this year's first, the San Antonio second from this year, which is like a late first with a cheap contract. And then they got to trade the 2026 because the stipend rule. You can't trade 2025 if you trade 2024 to the same team.
Right.
So it'd be 2 firsts and then a late second. And then maybe this very confusing second just for ha-has.
It's a wild second.
I know, right? It's got so many clauses. Failed. Cameron Johnson can't get traded till tomorrow.
See, we can't do all these trades now. It's the worst.
But I mean, this is like obviously a ridiculous trade. But imagine if you traded Drew Holiday, you got Cam Thomas, you got Claxton as a backup big, you get Cam Johnson replaces Hauser, kind of.
There's my backup big though with Claxton. That's another.
You got Claxton as your backup big, and then you also get like a better wing though, like an upgraded Hauser with Cam Johnson. Right. But you also still keep Hauser. Hauser's a better defender. But I think Cam Johnson is like an overall more fluid basketball player.
Yeah, he is.
And then you got CT and Derek White. Derek White's still the point guard. You got CT as the shooting guard.
You see, Cam Johnson is someone I would like too, because I would like the Celtics to have another player off the bench as a wing.
Yeah, that would be nice. Obviously, Cam Thomas would be like the cherry on top, which I don't think really should be in this trade at all. Like this probably should be like.
He's the best player in that trade.
I mean, he is the best player in this trade, but like mainstream media and everything else, like this would be the more like accurate trade. They'd be like, yeah, Drew Holiday for these two. I think it would be solid.
Yeah.
Celtics would get a lot better. And then the Nets get more of a guard.
A lot worse.
Nets get a lot worse. But I mean, also – then you make like a subsequent move where you trade like Spencer Dinwiddie and something else or whatever, get it big. Then you replace Nick Claxton with maybe like more of a shooting big. You still have Day'Ron Sharpe. And then you have Drew Holiday at the point, Cam Thomas at the 2, Mikal Bridges at the 3, which I think is good. You got defense on both sides of Cam Thomas for the guard spots.
All right.
Could work out.
Good.
I don't know. The trade possibilities are endless. And I just think, is one of the most fun times of the year where you have, all these possibilities of this team could go for this. And then you have teams that, are doing good. Utah is now over 500. They're 21-20. They're kicking ass.
They've won like 9 out of the last 10 at least.
9 out of their last 10. Something like that.
Oh, they're 8-2.
If you really think about it, are they going to make a trade to get better or worse? I used to think they were going to make a trade to get worse. Now they can make a trade to get better potentially.
And I think I had them at the bottom of the Western Conference in the preseason predictions. And now 8-2 in their last 10. And they're on they might be won a few in a row. They've won 5 in a row now.
Some serious stuff.
Yeah.
So I think, Utah, we'll take a quick glance at Utah. You look at them and they're what in the ranks? 10th? So they're a play-in team.
They're 9th. Yeah, I chose 9th for me.
Oh, 9th? Okay.
Yeah, the Rockets are 10th, it says. But they're only a half game behind Phoenix for the 8th spot. And then they would be 3.5 games back of a 6th and final guaranteed playoff spot.
And who would people trade for? Like Chris Dunn. THT is like a pretty tradable. He's a rental for $10 million. Same with Kelly Olynyk, rental for $10 million.
About Colin Sexton.
3 years, 17 each.
Mm.
See, like Colin Sexton, Jordan Clarkson, John Collins. These are all really tradable contracts. 25 million, 3 years. If someone wants to make like a promise to these guys and play, like it's already set in stone. You don't got to worry about losing them. Sometimes teams want rentals. Sometimes teams want, players they could keep around and then use as a trade chip and then, sell them as a rental 2 years down the line when John Collins has 1 year left. So they get 2 years out of John Collins, and then his last year is his rental year where they trade him off, and then they get a pick back. So you have to think about it sometimes like that too. Like Jordan Clarkson not only is going to be a bucket for you for the next couple of years, you could sell him in a little bit too and get something back.
And they've been talking about trading John Collins too.
He's been on the trade block as long as he got drafted. It's because him and Trae Young didn't get along, I believe.
Since he's been since he got caught with the PEDs, he's been struggling.
Oh yeah, you're
he was
right.
Out suspended 25 games, and he hasn't really played that well since then. But then they've had other guys that have stepped up, like they've had when they got DeJounte Murray, then they got DeAndre Hunter stepping up, Sadiq Bey season.
Yo, that's so funny that you mentioned that. I forgot all about the steroids.
Since he went on the John Jones plan, has not been the same player.
Wow.
See?
What a callback. For real. I forgot he was on steroids.
I gotta look. One of his seasons, he was playing really well too. He was probably averaging 17 or 18 a game. Let me see. Yeah, that 29th. I can't remember what year he was suspended though. But 2018, 2019, played 61 games. He averaged 19.5 on 56% shooting from the field. Then 2019, 2020, only played 41 games. He averaged 21.6 on 58.3% shooting from the field. And then since then, his numbers have dipped. Since the 2020-2021 season, all of his numbers have dipped.
So the PEDs, and I think he broke his finger, and now his finger is like a little more sideways. And I guess it affects his shooting hand.
Yeah, so he has not been the same player since 2019.
Something like that. But yeah, I guess he had a broken finger that was really bad for like months.
Mm-hmm.
He's crooked now. So when are you going to get on Top Shot? You see the fantasy game to it. It's kind of cool, right?
Well, it's kind of cool, but now I got to buy all these cards.
But instead of you spending, $10 on Prize Picks, you do $10 and you buy 10 stars for $1 each.
I'm making big money though.
You're making big money on Prize Picks.
Making big money. Put in $5, won 15.
Winning 15.
Big money.
But that's what I'm saying. So these little bets, they're just more of like fun ego bets anyway. But this one, at least you got like game pieces and like there's a little more strategy and it's like a fun week-long thing.
But to me, it just kills me that much to pay money on the cards. That's the only thing.
But you're only going to you're not rare hunting yet. I'm just saying to get like the dollar ones.
Yeah, I know. It's just, it still hurts me.
Yeah, I hear you. Is it more of like just the mental aspect of paying for these things? But
that's what
you made money on Top Shot.
I did, and I sold all my cards.
I know.
I might still have some left. I gotta see. I don't even know. I don't remember what my account is. Let's see if I can find this.
It'll log in with your Gmail, I think.
Let me see. I think I might have had some WNBA cards left.
Okay.
Sign up or sign in. Let me see.
It's probably going to text you a code and stuff.
Yeah. I might have had another NBA card or two, too. Oh, see, I got to enter a 6-digit code. It says 014303. All right, now let me see what I got. What do I have left?
What's your name on?
Ritchie B 1823, a capital B. Oh, I have one total moment, I think it says. It's a Westbrook one too. It's a Westbrook dunk with the Wizards. I remember that at MSG.
Really? Oh my god! And you bought 2 packs ever? No, you bought a few more packs.
But I got $11.75 right now. I'm about to take that out.
Oh, okay. And then you could sell your Westbrook. You could list that for $1, or that could just be the start of your collection.
Yeah, when did I don't even remember selling these. I didn't know I had money in here.
Yeah, so the Westbrook that you have is worth $1.
Really?
Yeah.
It's a cool moment too, but it's a high serial number.
Yeah.
What is it, 9,000 or something?
Yeah, it's 9,000, but
I forgot all about this.
Field of Russ. That's a huge throwdown.
Yeah. That was one of my favorite Westbrook seasons.
Yeah, he was incredible that year. It was a great time watching him play.
Yeah, I don't know.
Was that in the Garden?
I don't know if I can put it on the top shot. Huh?
Or was that for the? Oh yeah, that was in Madison Square Garden.
Yeah.
Or it might not have been in Madison Square Garden. It might have been in the bubble or something.
No, it looks like it's at Madison. Yeah, it says it.
It probably was Madison Square Garden because I think they brought like courts and stuff over there. But yeah, because this is, I don't know, March 25th, 2021.
It says it on the court.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, at the beginning of the highlight, it says Madison Square Garden. You can see right before Beal's picking up the basketball.
Hold on, it'll reset. Oh yeah. I think it's MSG.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's got the New York Stock Exchange ads and all that stuff. The Lexus. Real nice. Oh shoot, I'm not showing the moment.
Oh yeah, I was looking at the moment on my laptop.
All right, I know, right? I was trying to.
It's 9,000 out of 33,000.
Yeah, so like there's some cards that go for $1, and that's kind of the whole point. Like,
so you think that one's worth $1?
I mean, if you want to play Russell Westbrook in fantasy, it's worth $1.
Okay.
Like LeBron, his cheapest moment's $2. You could sometimes find one for $1, but very rare.
Right. All right.
I got a few LeBrons. I got one LeBron rare. It's this one right here. This is my favorite. This is probably my favorite LeBron moment on the website. Maybe. At least top 3, but.
Oh, this was the 3 when he said he saw 3 rims and he shot at the middle.
Look, and watch when he points at his eye. Like, it's just so classic.
I'm so sick. He's always lying.
He said, I can't even see.
Like, you made this shot, bro. No one cares.
Right. I can't even see. Like, I don't know why. It was just like a funny-ass 3 because that was a dagger 3 for LeBron to beat Curry in the play-in, the first ever NBA play-in tournament.
Yeah.
And, like, they had their whole rivalry. It used to be Warriors versus whatever team LeBron was on, in the East. Then he goes to the West and then eliminates Curry before he can even get to the playoffs for real. So, like, I don't know. That was just a cool moment for me. And it's very rare. It's only out of 300 and it goes for about $300.
And the thing is, he didn't even need to do that. Like, if you missed it, that's when you say there's something in my eye or someone hit my eye.
Right.
You didn't even need to say that if you made it.
Yep. But yeah, and I've been trying to complete the Brooklyn Nets set for this season.
Mhm.
I got a couple of the rookies. Like you would type in like this is the Celtics one, like Celtics, and then you go to series, then you go to this year. So this is what's come out this year for Celtics plays. I got Pritchard assist. On the play-in court against the Bucks.
I forgot about those courts.
The Hauser 3 from the top of the key.
Beautiful.
Can you see it or is it too small? Let me know and then I'll blow it up.
Yeah, blow it up.
All right.
Yeah, that's better. Got the offensive rebound too. Yeah, that's a cool moment.
Yep, so I got that one right now. I got a JB 3-pointer. I think he just pulls up quick on him. Oh, no, that was the step back. Which was clean.
That was rare good handles right there from Brown.
Right? The perfect footwork and everything.
That actually looks smooth.
And it's cool because they got the one braid that's like dangling on the side that Jaylen Brown does now. That little swoop braid.
Yep.
What else? I got, oh, yeah, they dropped a throwback Zeller moment. And I had to, there's two throwbacks. You'll love them both.
They got a Zeller moment.
Look at this with the gray jerseys. Smart throwing the lob to Zeller at the buzzer.
That's a great moment.
Right?
Look at Zeller.
On Rodney Hood.
On Rodney Hood. Two guys not even in the league.
You gave Gordon Hayward, though, in this moment, too.
Yo.
You get a little white bird.
We need White Bird back on the Celtics.
And then the other throwback, I haven't got a Hauser moment yet. I should buy a Hauser.
Is it a Phil Pressey or a Brandon Bass? If it's not that, I don't want it.
No, it's a Celtics Jay Crowder.
Ah, boy.
Another smart inbound play.
Of course. All right, that was pretty cool.
And he hit the game-winning 3.
They need a Phil Pressey. They need a Phil Pressey top shot moment.
Dude, Phil Pressey getting a steal.
Yeah.
A little scrappy steal and just kicking it ahead to Jordan Crawford.
He averaged like 2 points in his career.
Yeah. I don't think they're gonna give you a Pressey.
There wasn't a whole lot of scoring highlights. I gotta see a Brandon Bass mid-range shot though.
That would be lovely.
They gotta give me a Brandon Bass mid-range shot.
Let's see what the Hauser one is. Oh, it's with the courts too.
Gross.
D. White steal. Tatum. Oh, the Hauser! But do you see? Luke Cornett got more hype than anybody for that dunk.
Wow. That's awesome.
Look at Cornett.
A put-back Hauser dunk.
He said, yeah. So, yeah, Hauser put back. And then this is Al Horford 3. I have this one. I got one of these.
Mm-hmm.
We got D. White. Corner 3 on Embiid. I like it. Especially because it's Horford on Embiid.
And he looked back, too.
Yeah. CeeLo seals the rival with a kiss. That's funny. He looked back on him. Oh, yeah, he blew him a kiss.
I'm saying look back on him.
I didn't realize. I knew he looked back, but I didn't realize he blew him a kiss. That's funny. And I guess this is Porzingis' first moment as a Celtic. They call it Fresh Threads. When a player gets traded, they have a set for all the players that are first year on their new team.
That's
so
cool.
I'll show you what Fresh Threads is about. There's like a lot of cool things with Top Shot now. So this is KP's first moment against the Knicks. They try to tell a story, like he left, all these teams. He got traded, and people were like, Porzingis isn't the unicorn. He's not all he's hyped up to be. But now he's on the best team in the league, and he's beating the team that drafted him.
Yeah, that's what's up.
So, like, it's something like that. And here, I'll show you, like, fresh threads. Oops, not wrong fresh threads. This one. So all these players have gotten traded in the offseason. Grant Williams, Nurk, Strus, Tyus Jones, Brooks, Bradley Beal, Bruce Bowen, Jordan Poole, Oubre, Drew Holiday, James Harden. Nice little Clippers one. DiVincenzo, Time Lord,
he's been
John Collins, Smart in the Grizzlies. It's a jumper. Let me check this out. Oh, we gotta check out this one, and then we'll see the others. But I love me some Smart highlights. One of those Marcus Smart and ones.
That was some tomfoolery.
That was. It wasn't even a foul. He just walks off.
He didn't even bank it in.
I know, that was nuts.
That's the kind of shot you bank in.
Yeah. All right, so they got a Chris Paul on the Warriors. The intro.
That's what it is. That would be crazy.
The intro's funny. And he cooks Nurk. That's nice because it's against the Phoenix Suns. See, they always do a theme, especially Fresh Threads. You're going to put him against his old team, something like that. Okay, Lillard's got a good intro. Oubre's trying to lock up. Get out of here. Step back. Ooh. Cash. I'm waiting until there's a cheaper Lillard because this one's $16.
Yeah, that one's clean.
I'm like, what else they got? They got like throwdowns has came out this year. So this one's just came out. So these are the best dunks of the season. They usually like put on these. So let's see. We'll look at Palos. And then the set comes out like maybe in the beginning of the season, they'll drop a little bit of the throwdowns. And then as the season progresses, they do more and more.
Right.
With this. That was a good play.
Oof. Yeah.
Killed him. I think Jalen Johnson's had the best dunk of the year so far. I think they picked this one. Like, Josh Hart is on his back. And it's over Hartenstein.
Yeah.
So, I don't know. I just think this, like, Top Shot, it really is, like, improving. As long as they just keep this fast break thing going, I think it's going to go pretty good. Just people need to understand, like, it's kind of like betting. It's kind of like playing the over now. But you don't got to, like, actually, like, put the bet down every night.
Right.
If you own the card, you own the bet forever.
True.
Because if I own a Jaylen Brown card this season, the NBA is going to go on for another, let's say 3 years from now, obviously. And, this Jaylen Brown card that I paid $1 for today, I could use 3 years from now if they keep this game going.
Yeah.
And that's the goal. And that's why I'm saying, like, now that this is what Top Shot is going to be, and this is, like, their game mode, they're going to keep this as their fantasy element, and this is what the game is about. I don't know. I think it's worth getting into it.
Maybe one day.
Maybe one day. We'll see. How about we just keep up with this week's one, and then you see how you like it, and
Yeah,
Once
this is kind of cool though.
it gets cool once you're on like day 11 and then you're looking at all the available players and then half of them are used up and then now you're really like, oh my God, who do I pick? And that's what I was
Right.
doing all last week. Like this one, 5 players who will combine for at least 60 points in the paint. This is a night that's good for Zion or something.
An-
I don't know if he plays this night, but like something
Anthony
you think
Davis.
about that, like a Giannis,
Anthony
Shea
Davis.
scores a lot in the paint. He drives, things like that. These are good for like bigs. Jared Allen probably would be good this night, just because he catches a couple lobs and stuff.
Right.
Other than that, let me see. Anything cool? Anything fancy? Oh yeah, I'll show you an example is like how it looks for rookies. So let's do the Brooklyn Nets real quick, and then so this is how like the Brooklyn Nets team right now. This is their year. They haven't dropped all the players yet, but you get Royce, Cam Thomas, DFS, Ben Simmons, and then here's some rookies. So they got Noah Clowney right here, and this is like so when they drop a rookie debut, it's typically from their first game. So this is a highlight from his first game. And it's just like a little dump off pass backdoor against the Bucks. It might not be the best play, but no matter what, it's a highlight from his first game.
That's all. That's all he's got.
Yeah, he just gets one. Well, it might not be the coolest play in the world,
Yeah,
but the
that's all
whole
he's got.
point of the rookie Top Shot debut is to get your debut moment. Like this is Dariq Whitehead. I don't know how much points he scored. We'll look at his stats after. But see, he got 1 point, so it's a free throw and a block. But in his first game, he blocked Jovic right there. So that's his debut stat or his debut highlight.
Mm-hmm.
See, gets a little fingertip on Jovic, but that's his only stat. So that's his debut moment. He's got a block. And then let's say like Clowney and Dariq Whitehead really don't play for the rest of the season, then they won't really make them like any more moments. But if, Noah Clowney starts going out there and Claxton gets traded, now Clowney's getting minutes, they'll make him like another, like a rare rookie moment, things like that. And that's what I was telling you, like, I can't believe with Cam Thomas, they only made one rookie. So it's just like, it's kind of bottlenecked. You either own it or you don't. There's not a special one. There's not a cheap one.
Yeah.
It's the only one. So I think no matter what, if he becomes a star, there's only one thing to do. You can't just buy a fancy one or whatever else. Like, I'll get back to this. So, or not Top Shot debut. Rookies, and then I got to get rid of this part. All right. So, back to this part. So Anthony Edwards is his most exclusive rookie card is right here. It's out of 98, and it goes for like $2,000. Oops, I mean to click extra. Hold on. Here it is. All right. So when you look to go buy it, there's for 2,000, there's 2,500, and then it goes to like 5,000 real quick. So the people that have this card really care about it. You know what I'm saying? They're not just selling it for nothing. So like there's like a hierarchy of people who own this. If it's worth $2,000, like you would have sold it, right? Oh, Ritchie's phone died. That's why his screen went black. Okay. I wish I could finish this rant. Well, I can finish this rant. Anthony Edwards, the owners of this moment basically are holding this moment and keeping the value up. But when you go to a moment where Anthony Edwards has 37,000 of it, they're $5 each. There's too many people. Too many people don't want it. Like the demand is less for this moment. So the more and more people will just undercut each other. Here we go. I got Rich, you're back. What
Yeah.
happened? Your phone died?
No, somebody was calling me.
Oh,
So
got you.
I had to refresh
No, it's all
the
good.
page.
But I was just getting to the point where, you have an Anthony Edwards rookie that's only at a 98, and people value who Anthony Edwards is as a player.
Yeah.
So this holds its value because there's only 98 of them. And the people that have them, if you look at it like this, 33 people have them held, 9 people are selling them, 57 have it locked. So you lock it for 365, and you get extra like Top Shot points to buy more packs when packs drop. There's still 4 hidden in packs, and someone actually burned it for a challenge, like a special leaderboard. And if your card is worth a certain amount of value, you could burn it for points. And so someone actually chose to burn an Anthony Edwards rookie for whatever the leaderboard challenge was for. So like Cam Thomas doesn't have like a super scarce version of his rookie card, to where if you look at this, Anthony Edwards has one with almost 40,000, and it's only worth $5. So like you could get a Anthony Edwards rookie, but there's 37,000 of them, and with more people owning the card, the more and more people undercut each other. So there's less like, I don't know, trust and price stability when a moment has that much serial numbers. There's just too much people, you know? Like there could be a guy who just wants to sell his, and then he lists 5. He has 5 of them. Then there's like another guy who's like, oh, well, I need some money for the pack drop next week. Then he lists his for $4. And then there's a guy who also wants a pack, and he's like, well, I need $3 because I got, a few on the website, and I don't want to put up new money. So, you know what I'm saying? So it could be just this undercutting nightmare. And when you own these like $5 moments, the people with the smallest amount of money are buying these moments. You know what I'm saying? Like it's less trustworthy that if someone's buying the $5 version of Anthony Edwards rookie, not the $2,000 version, that probably means that they're going to sell the $5 card faster than the person who's going to sell the $2,000 card.
Yeah, I know. I'm not paying
you
$2,000.
need the money. It's like you don't have as much play money, like the mentality and the psychology of it all. So like someone like who would buy a $5 one, if this went up to $8, they'd probably sell it because they made a couple extra bucks. They almost doubled their money.
Right.
Like that's what I'm saying. So there's more liquidity in these, but you got to just figure out like what do you want when you're buying these type of cards. And there's like, what's up?
It would be harder to double your money on that $2,000 card.
And it'd be harder to double the money, but if enough people hold it and it is, considered sacred or something like a legendary moment should be, then it'll hold its value. And as long as Anthony Edwards just keeps getting better, this card is going to be worth more and more money because more and more people are going to want to own it.
Right.
And if there's ever more challenges where you could burn a legendary rookie card to win like a special one, like if there's a leaderboard to burn some moments for a Wemby legendary rookie, people might burn a couple Anthony Edwards to get the Wemby, which means there's going to be less of these and it's going to increase the value of this somehow. Things like that. It's just scarcity, supply and demand, that type of thing. But, when you look at it, people have options. Like, why? This is his debut. So this is from Anthony Edwards' first game, this moment right here. Yeah. A little spin layup, and there's 4,000 of them. They go for $100 each. Wow. Then there's a rare moment where he just has this dunk on Jokic, but it's not that bad, not like a real poster. He's got another dunk over here. It's just like, which one do you really want to own? If I'm going to own any of them, it's going to be the dunk on Utah.
Yeah, that one's his best one by far.
That's his best highlight. Everyone remembers that dunk. That dunk damn near stopped the world for a second. I was like, what? So I got this one. I think this is the best moment to own of his. And the market thinks so too. If you look at it, this is a rare and it's out of 494. And this one is out of 1,000. So there's double the amount. So supply and demand doesn't really go here. Demand is what comes in here. This goes for 265, and this is more scarce. but it's cheaper just because this moment is so cool. People want to own the dunk on Utah by Anthony Edwards.
Yeah.
But like I said, let's say Cam Thomas is an MVP candidate one day and he's up in the likes of Anthony Edwards, and they're like, who are the best 5 guards in the league? And people are, it's right now people are saying Dame, Fox, Curry, Kyrie, whatever it may be, Shea.
Shea, definitely.
Someday it might be Shea, Anthony Edwards, Cam Thomas, LaMelo. It could Scoot. It could be anybody. And so I think one day when people go, oh, blah, 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 one of the best guards in the league, and you go back to buy his rookie or something, there's only this option.
It'd be worth a lot of money one day.
I really think that because there's only one option too. Like I planned this whole thing out.
I see
and
that.
I looked at it, I studied it. I'm like, Top Shot, like, I think this guy's going to be a superstar. This game doesn't, but there's money involved. So I think I could play the stock with it, basically.
Right.
There's other rookies that are sort of like this, but it is what it is.
He's a one of one.
He is. He's a one of one. Like this. Let me see. Rookies. And I'll show you kind of the hierarchy of the rookie pricing. Rookie, Top Shot debut. We'll go to NBA. And then high to low. And then this is basically how the rookie stuff goes. You got a Ja Morant rookie. It goes for about $10K. But the ones where it really starts, like, if I want to just do commons, which I think is like a good barometer on this. So here it goes. The most expensive rookie on the site is still Ja Morant because that's when Top Shot came out. That's from the first year.
Oh, yeah, that was
he dunked on Baines.
Yep.
Then you have Victor Wembanyama, who has the number 2. His moment's sick. Look at this shit. It's the whole crowd flashing their cell phones. Sohan running point guard. Like, what's better than Victor Wembanyama's moment right here?
It'd be a lot better if Sohan wasn't in it.
I know. But yeah, so he hits this 3 right at the top of the key.
Yeah, that's cool. Other than Sohan.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so, and then the values go from here. I just want to see, like, what would be a sleeper rookie in your eyes? So as we move down, you got
maybe Scotty Barnes?
Scotty Barnes for 40. And you just got to think, like, by comparison, like, do you think Scotty Barnes is better than Chet Holmgren, for example, or whatever?
Well, you haven't played it long enough.
Right. But look at this. Tyrese Halliburton's 67, and Chet's almost double his price. So, while Chet is just hyped for maybe winning Rookie of the Year or anything like that, people are excited. People want his rookies.
Right.
Tyrese Halliburton's already an all-star. Why wouldn't you want his moment instead? So you could buy 2 Tyrese Halliburton rookies for the price of a Chet.
Right.
You could buy 4 Tyrese Halliburton rookies for the price of Victor Wembanyama. Or, 2 Zions for 130. This one's 67. But the more and more you scroll down, this is where I was trying to find the inequalities, try to find the Jokic, like you want to find the Giannis of the class where he's hidden the first couple of years. No one cares. They think he's a scrub, and then he becomes a superstar. Like Mobley right now is pretty cheap for $24 for his first ever rookie on here.
I would take a Jalen Duren.
You'd like Duren?
I like Duren.
Yeah, see, so Duren's 19, and you keep going. Austin Reeves, 19. Emmanuel Quickly, 19. Bol, 18. If I was being honest, I would say it's Shaden Sharp for me. For $17, I think is pretty cheap.
There's an Eric Pascal rookie card.
Yeah, there's an Eric Pascal rookie. Oh, I didn't mean to go by it. Where is he?
Wow. Up.
Oh, up?
Yep. Right there.
Oh,
on the
yeah,
right,
right here.
All the way to the right.
So, yeah, this was the first year Top Shot came out. It was right before the bubble. So that's his rookie moment. It's a big-time dunk on Thon Maker.
And we haven't seen either of those two since.
Right. So, yeah, he got pods for 15. But look at this. Jaden McDaniels. $16. Jalen Johnson, 16. That's a big-time sleeper.
Yeah, he could be worth a lot.
Benedict Mathurin, Devin Vassell. Keontae George could be a star, too.
Vassell could be worth a lot.
Jalen Green is down here for $16, which, I mean, he was like, what, the number 2 pick?
Yeah, he was a really high pick.
So I'm saying, like, he's cheaper than Amen Thompson now.
Wow.
Jaden Ivey's low. You got a Jordan Awara right here. Bilal Coulibaly. What I think is ridiculous is this. Darius Garland for 13.
That's real cheap.
He's mad low. You know, you got Hawkins, Cam Whitmore. Beef Stew, Sohan. Okongwu, $8. Pritchard.
Never that.
Isn't that crazy? Josh Primo's going for higher than Rui. That says something.
Kid's got some serious talent, I guess.
Yeah. Obi Toppin. And like another one is down here. Trey Murphy. $6.
Wow.
You know, like Trey Murphy, you could stack a bunch of Trey Murphys for $6, and it's only out of 3,800. Maybe one day it could be worth something, you know? Like, and that's what I really did was, bro, look at this guy. Mason Jones Jr. His rookie card goes for $5. Cam Thomas is still going for $3.
I've never heard of this kid.
That's what I'm saying. Like, Max Christie goes for $5, and he could barely even get on the court. This man, Cam Thomas, is averaging like 22 a game. So you just keep going. Kai Bowman, Poku, $5. And the more and more I scrolled, Bones Highland, $4. Malachi Branham for $5. Your boy Chuma Okiki. Like Sasser, Peyton Watson, Kira Lewis Jr. is going for more than Cam Thomas. KPJ. This might be a good time to buy a KPJ. You never know. He might come back and he could play in the league again. Ironically.
Miles Bridges.
Your boy, Duop Reith goes for more than Cam Thomas.
Duop Reith, let's go.
Duop Reith with the trailing 3 on the Lakers.
Get DeAndre Ayton out of here.
Brandon Boston. Look at Dylan Windler. We even got a rookie from him from years ago. Now he's on the Lakers.
Dylan
Najee Marshall.
Windler.
And here he is. Look, see? Cam Thomas, $3, and I got $650 of.
$650.
But I mean, he's the same price as Jock Landell and Craig Porter. Like, Malachi Flynn's going for $3. I think Mark Williams is kind of egregious for being this cheap.
How much is it?
$3. I think he could be good. He could be a real top 10 big one day. He has the potential. Not saying he is right now or even close to it, but if he puts it all together, I like the way he passes.
Mm-hmm.
And he hits his free throws too. Like, you get a dude 7'2", 8-foot wingspan like Mark Williams. He's got a super unique body, wicked long and tall. He could pass and hit free throws. I don't care that he can't shoot threes. The dude could hit free throws. He's never a liability. You can't hack a Shaq him.
Yeah, that's huge.
Like maybe Sasha Vesnikov is good for the next couple seasons, you know?
Yeah.
And he might win some stuff. He could be good. Duarte still has like a little bit of a chance, but I don't know. But still, like CT's down here with dudes who don't even play
Or aren't in the league.
or aren't in the league, right? So as long as that's happening, I'm like, whatever. I'll keep buying them. Give me them for cheap. You know, if you like Sadiq Bey, $2. His rookie, take a chance on. Josh Green, $2. I think is ridiculous. Josh Green is pretty damn good.
Yeah, it should be worth more than 2.
Quentin Grimes, $2. You know, but that's all. I just kind of want to give you the breakdown. But yeah, Tumani Kamara, $5. $2 more than Cam Thomas's card. Theo Maladon. Nico Mannion is going for more than him. Like, I'm telling you, not all the basketball fans in the world are on this and really get it. They're like, I'm a Warriors fan. I'm going to get a couple Nico Mannions. But,
Something else.
but yeah, you got to get on it, bro. Look at the leaderboards. And then look at this. 47th. I'm the 47th biggest Connecticut Sun fan on Top Shot.
Out of how many?
2,100.
Damn.
So when you scroll down the leaderboard, top 50, you see me right there, 47th with 53,000 Top Shot score, and the leader is 100. So he's only doubled what I have. So
Mine's 50.
I can catch up. Yeah, your Top Shot score is 50.
Mine's 50.
And it's only for the Wizards.
Yeah.
That's what your leaderboard would go to. So if you would look at your account today, basically, we would go. Hold on, let me go back to this leaderboard. And where's my Wizards? I don't even think I have much Wizards locked up or anything. I might not even be on a Wizards leaderboard. I don't think I own a Wizards moment. Oh, here it is. I actually do. I own a couple. But I got 5,000 Top Shot score for the Wizards. Couldn't tell you really who it is, though. Let me see.
It'd be an Anthony Gill moment.
Right? It's probably going to be an Anthony Gill because I'm his biggest fan. No, I'm joking. But it's Russell Westbrook right here. Oh, this is the 3.
What, against the Nets?
Do you remember this?
It was against the Nets, right?
Yeah, it was against the Nets.
Yeah, that was awesome.
The steal at the end.
Yep.
And he hits the 3.
That's a great moment.
The 41 and 10 that night, and he sealed it off with a win. Because that was when everyone kept saying, you keep dropping triple doubles, but you're losing on the Wizards. And then he did it. He
came
got
back
the win.
and won.
Yep.
That was awesome.
Oh, there's so this is all the Wizards moments I have, really. It's mostly Rui and Russ.
Nice.
But I do have a couple Denny. I got a Denny rookie, a rare too. So if I ever want to play like him in fast break, I got a Denny rare. It goes for like $10-15, but it's cool.
He's
like,
good
whatever.
for rebounding. He's good for rebounding.
Yeah, so at the end of the week, if I run out of players and I get stuck and the Wizards are playing, maybe I go with a Denny one night. You know, maybe he gets a steal or 2, whatever the stat may be. But oh yeah, this is another set that I thought you might like is Extra Spice. So Extra Spice is always like a moment with some flair. I don't know. They're kind of cool, kind of whatever. Like let me see. Hustle. I'm going to try to get all the Hustle in shows and try to show you the Marcus Smart ones. He's the king of Hustle and show. So now I'll share this tab instead. So I'll show you all 3 of them. So this one's against the Lakers. Smart dives on the floor, passes it up for a fast break. All these are going to just be, hustle highlights.
Yeah.
Hold on. This one, you got to see Smart going across the floor. Look, he slides,
Jeez.
gets up, hustles all the way back, and gets the steal.
That's awesome.
So, that's what this whole set is about, is they find hustle plays. And, yeah, just the beginning of the moment's so funny. He just zooms by.
Jesus.
But he makes it all the way back to get this steal right here on CJ. CJ beats him down the court, but somehow Marcus Smart makes it back and then share this tab instead. So then there's this one on the Pistons. Dives out of bounds with the green hair. That's a Tommy point.
That's definitely a Tommy point.
Tell me that's it. That's a Tommy point virus. And then Tatum does the mailman with the hand behind the head.
Look at that.
On the dunk. Puts the hand behind the head and everything. So, yeah, they got some flashy plays and stuff that they do. But, yeah, they got a bunch of cool sets. I think you'll like Top Shot. As soon as this fast break thing gets figured out and they start making it more consistently and they up the prizes, things like that, I think you might jump on.
We'll see. Give us some time.
All right, well, Rich, I'm going to call you after this.
All right.
All right, so we out of here. Thanks for tuning in. And we'll do Rich, you got any last words?
No, I'm good.
You're good? All right. Then we're out of here.
Adios.